frost-burnt skin. Looks like someone just checked Cloister off their sightseeing list.
防具が変わった。そのままだ。光のなんとか。なんだっけ。
Well, I'll be hanged. At the pitter of footsteps at my door, I expected another Order ankle nipper, bent on furthering my disquietude. Philo Tresmer, Protectorate Wordsman at Arms. Mercenary, huh? Your demeanor speaks for itself. In a different life, we might have been enemies. But as far as I'm concerned, anyone here not a traitorous, thrice-damned scientist is a compatriot of mine. I'd say the same were I inclined to use the phrase academic miscellanea. I am not. You don't need book learning to teach wayward canids to heal. I am not just anyone. The duty of a liaison is of the utmost importance, requiring due diligence and delicacy. Though I suppose it a mite strange that this task fell to me, as I'd urge the vehement tanning of any wayward body bent on disrespecting the Protectorate. As of yet, that does not include the other Protectorate personnel I've encountered on Cloister, even though they seem loyal to the Consul above all else. The Consul is intended to supplement the Sovereign's rule, acting as a spy master and war coordinator. But of late, he has been overactive. The Consul is doing his duty, but I'm concerned that the people may begin to look to him for guidance instead of the Sovereign. I've heard rumors of late that a foolish minority has become skeptical of the Sovereign's leadership. Madness, I say. We must have faith.
ああ、特定政府の人なんだ。
Hate is an inaccurate phrase. I find them arrogant and exasperating. Without the Protectorate, this little organization would have no holdings to squat in. I am here because the Sovereign has tasked me with bringing these wayward, pretentious toddlers back into the Protectorate fold. Unfortunately, my time here has taught me that only mass death has the power to change the local hearts and minds. Perhaps enough will be alive to save afterwards. Listen, you. The Protectorate does not do delegation. The Protectorate has a will that must be upheld. My presence here is a display of more faith than these fools deserve. Niceties are irrelevant, and likely detrimental to the task at hand. I am here to make the Order see the error of their ways. All other particulates are frivolous.
こなんか拾えるな。
No admittance without the Artificer Laureate's permission.
The Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Planning is currently off limits to non-essential Order personnel.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia. Not if I cannot gauge for certain if you can be trusted. I cannot allow just anyone to wander into Ruth's quarters. But there is something you could do to prove yourself worthy. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there. From what I understand, Vicar Levin's continued existence is a mere side effect of whatever personal vendetta you happen to be attending to. I'm pleased he does not lie among the ranks of the dead. But I will need a more tangible effort on your part to trust you. I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
We should collect Azza from the ship first. Unless you don't want the benefits of her inside knowledge of the cult.
じゃあ、アザ行くか。誰を外すかな。アザマリソルか。ああ、1チャージってこれか。これ強えな。ちょっとザブロザするか。
Let me know if you're looking for anything in particular.
Hmm. 買おっかな。ああ、でも、金がだいぶなくなっちゃったんだな。あ、買うか。ここから入れそうだけど入れんの。
Feel free to use the workbench. Just don't break it.
ハヤトってなんだなんだ
Resorting to
お、
violence.
マジか。
Aggressor at hand. Capture her out. Get it while it's... You try to limit further damage from you. Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
飛ばす。
Would not refuse medical support.
やばすぎる。やばすぎる。
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Mobilizing. Commander, throwing energy your way.
Giving chase.
Hostile in proximity.
Commencing to
attack.
Seeking cover.
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
Each a vital pulse. Recommencing hostilities.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Recharge for mayhem.
Flush them out.
とりあえず進行しちゃってるけど大丈夫かな、変に進まないか。
I understand this spot has strategic significance for the defense of the archive, but it is horrifyingly banal. I mean, I've been stationed in some backwater burgs in the past. Seriously? Do these Order eggheads do anything for fun around here? It's all math charts and chalkboards, and how many abakai does one outpost need? Hope they never retake this place, because I'm throwing all of it away.
Doria.
Investigating hostile intentions. Detector's been fully cleaned out, Commander.
どういうことだ。もともとは消化率だな。おばさんが進行してる可能性があるってこと。
Protectorate has this sealed. It can only be unsealed near the archive's entrance, remember?合うのか。こっから行くやつなのか。開けれねえか。なるほどね。パレットを止める道があった。スリ取るか。取るかな。
次取るか。次取るんだったら、これも欲しいよな。次、今日もの妙な手さばき。うんか。銃も上げていきたいけどね。銃は自分でなんとかできる部分だから。あれなんだ。結構やられてるね。こっちか。ここからもカルト教信者だった気がするけど。急におお、国これなかったし。 あ、地雷ある。わあ、亀裂が。
Hostilities are afoot. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs. If you can reach it.
땀네.
Commander!
Their influence must not prove an inefficient use of time.
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it
Stun weapon ready.
Be you ally or adversary? Aborting search.
I'll handle this. Passenger out. Yeah. Ratcheting up my aggression. Torpificator at ready step. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
で五国帝政府結構ちゃんと、前線に支給品を回す余力はある。
Unfriendly
Let the
company.
paradigm worry
They're
about tomorrow.
mine.
Proceeding to attack. Resorting to violence. Torpificator is charged.
歓迎なんだ。 ああ、こっちからも行けないか。何？人が倒れる。
Investigating hostile intentions. Capacitor deployed.
強化リス弾がやられてる。
Hostilities are afoot. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
これは取れなさそうだ。上行けそうだけど。いいか。なさそうだな。なんだか。
Not getting past that alive. DeVries mentioned a rift modulator on Praetor. I did time to fetch.
Commander, glorious dawn up ahead.
Probably best to turn back until I've sorted whatever treachery has undermined my status within the ranks. I'd welcome the bloodshed, but that's not going to get me my answers. What? Sorry. Caught me lost in my upper story. There's something you wanted to converse on? Simply that, as much as I'd welcome the bloodshed, it may be wise for me to avoid members of the Dawn until I get their treachery sorted.
If we're bound next for Newton, might be wise for Azza to head back to the ship.
Though I'd also point out that if I can resolve my problems with the Glorious Dawn, then I may be more effective in Newton. Whether that be through diplomacy or killing. Excellent. Let the killing commence.
ああ、どうすりゃいいんだろう。南から行ってみるか。
Proceeding to attack.
Supposed to shoot the enemy.
Your way.
どうするか。30で打ち止めなのかな。これか。いっか。
Target reacquired. I feel priceless.
State your business.
What kind of tomfoolery is this? Forever vigilant for
Giving
our
chase.
beneficent leader.
Just what are they up to? Come upon me unawares.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Be a good neighbor.
Contact lost.
Disagreeable business.
Enemy
operatives.
悪っ。
Ratcheting up my aggression.
I cannot actuate the lever.
金庫解除コード011235。
It'd take an engineer to figure this out, or a very lucky idiot.
上が 私あの姫のようなトンプソンにもう一つ切る。なんか裏切ってたんだ。これか。うん。小さな叫び。かなり広範囲に爆発するロケット、ダメージ爆発系を増加する。冷気ディスパッサー。 消化率なんだけど、ああ、秘密ですね。ギャラリーコース。消化率弾とつながりがあるんだ。
I've encountered more than a few of these experimental weapons in my career. Messy, volatile, overpowered. Of course you want it, dear. Want it, dear.
ああ、助かる。オートロックはめっちゃ助かるな。これ出てたのビッグバン。
It would be faster to ask the Sovereign to come tear it open with his bare hands.
Ah! I looked at the sparks! I looked at the sparks!
Damn it, Cadet, I warned you!
I can't see my hand!
I got it open. Be prepared. The intruder is in the lab.
Recharge for mayhem!
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Yes, the weapon is very impressive. But do take a moment to admire its classic order industrial design.
The Sovereign provides the system.
Go for torpification.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
I'd theorize we can put this hazardous substance to good use as a more lethal ammunition. The rifts would provide an endless source.
Resorting to violence.
Taking cover!
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
あれ宝箱はどうとかって書いてあるの。 このミニガンのことなんか555を金庫に残しておいた。そう防具が手に入るんかと思ったら手に入ってんのかも。実は入ってねえ。解体しちゃったか。解体しちゃったはあるか。よし、巻き戻してみてみるか。いや、カートリッジしか入ってんの。ここじゃねえわ。これカートリッジしか入ってなかった。なんか伸ばしてる。あった。これだ。何やこれ。マジか、どうでもいいやつだった。
We can do some real damage now that we've got that overpowered cannon.
あ、それはそうだな。 撃退しなきゃいいんだけど。
Enemy spotted.
Hmm. あれか。もう一つあったよな、クローラーのとこ。そっち行ってみるか。
Commander, I have news. I finally heard back from Virgil. His message was suitably vague. I suspect he fears the Consul's eyes scanning his message, but I believe it to refer to the Arbiter training facility located on Paradise Island. Bringing our findings to Virgil will hopefully allow us to deduce something from all that we found. I only hope it dispels some of the muddiness we've encountered so far. Further complications would be most disagreeable.
De Paradise Island.一時的な体力を獲得し、回復体力2倍。標的に対した後、とりあえず体力に。
Silent as a tomb. I hope we aren't too late. If Virgil's not about, he's like to be in the training grounds depths. There's a lift that will take us lower, located behind the door next to those stairs.
It's a relief to see a friendly face. Do come up.
Virgil! Oh, thank the architect I found you intact. We visited the Supreme Arbiter's office in Central Control and found something impossible.
Impossible? Why is it impossible? So that you may claim ignorance as to the truth of what you've uncovered? Fine. If you're still so thick-skulled, Tristan, then I can see I've no choice but to confess. Hold. Do you hear movement?
Attention, Arbiter Virgil Montag. Under the jurisdiction of the Council, we stand to bring you low. Do not resist.
Damnation! I knew the Sentinels were looking for me, but I did not expect they would come to this place. We have no choice but to fight. I can operate our turrets from this location, but you must engage the Sentinels head-on to prevent our being overwhelmed. Go now!
Arbiter Montag, lay down your arms. Surrender and die. Provides the system.
I shall not stay your...
Those fools were but an expeditionary force. I've no doubt the bulk of their number remains on the surface. I shall take an alternate path to prepare a surprise for our would-be assailants. Then I shall flank them as you engage them.
Hold. You were beginning to say something before we were ambushed. I would care to hear it.
We cannot have this conversation until we are safe. Engage those on the surface and I shall join you. Go now.
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail. Seems suspect to me. Greater.
Virgil, enough! Our being at odds with the Council is one thing, but that was a small army! What have you done?
You already know whether you're willing to admit it or not. Do you sincerely have a need for me to spell it out before you'll face the truth? Very well then. Tristan, you stand before the murderer of the Supreme Arbiter.
I don't believe this. The Council must have captured you and sent you to mental refreshment. It's the only...
Open your eyes, Rao. Those Sentinels were here with due cause. The elimination of a murderer. The Supreme Arbiter was planning to send a message in her final moments, pledging allegiance to the Council. Who do you think bore witness to those final moments? I did what I thought was just.
No. You lied to me?
I had to. I knew that if you learned what had transpired, why I did what I did, it would destroy you.
Would it? Or were you just trying to save yourself from my wrath?
With the demands this war has made on us all, I've not seen our mentor for some time. My visit was meant to be a surprise. Unfortunately, it was. I overheard her decision to align herself with the Consul before she realized I was there. This admission, I had no choice but to act.
But there was a choice. Why didn't you come to me? Together we could have come up with something. Some other course of action.
Because I didn't want you to know. I never wanted you to learn the truth because I feared you'd lose your faith. No. Sentinel Peralt's remarks were the first I'd heard of any secret room. I feared what you might learn there, so I scrambled to find an agent who might locate the room before you. I only had one contact who I knew may be able to do the job. Obviously, he did not succeed. I was pleased to learn that my decision did not result in his death, at the very least. That is news to me. A junior arbiter judging Tristan. I can't imagine you let that stand.
Killing one of Arcadia's future arbiters over a singular breach of rank would have been most tragic, but this is not the matter we're here to discuss.
How dare you! I would have rather done anything else. But the explicit reason that I had to act was out of my loyalty. The Supreme Arbiter did more than mentor us. She all but raised us as her own. There is not a step we took that she did not watch. A fact we know that she did not teach. And I killed her. As a traitor. Damn you. Damn you 1,000 times. How can I not bear remorse for the slaying of one I considered my own kin? No matter what I do, I find myself reliving that moment whenever I close my eyes. Her sin was unforgivable to the Protectorate, but I... The Supreme Arbiter taught me that the Protectorate is the only family any of us would ever need. Yet, I have found little comfort within it since her passing.
I cannot believe what I am hearing. You know that I have to judge you. There's no other choice available to me. You're right. You're right. I can't let emotion get the better of me. This is not the first time we've encountered the paradoxical nature of Protectorate law. Each time we did, you convinced me to stay my hand. And I do not regret those I spared. Our prior conclusions inform my present feelings. I theoretically understand what Virgil did, for there was no proper decision he could make. But I cannot view this objectively. Virgil killed our mentor. It's madness. I cannot simply let that stand. Can I?
1だと思うんだけど、3もあるよな。
My hesitation is more reflective of a weakness of character. One does not hesitate in the Protectorate. One acts. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I don't know. He was right when he said the Consul would simply manipulate High Command. But the law is clear on this. It is explicitly illegal for an inferior to execute their superior. The issue must be accelerated to a higher authority. But is addressing traitorism not the utmost priority of any arbiter? Is not the betrayal of everything we stand for more significant than a breach of protocol? The Supreme Arbiter taught us that conscience has no bearing in our role. But I suppose she has given me much reason to question her teachings. I cannot bring myself to execute my sworn brother. There's nothing menial about... Oh, forget it. I know not what to make of the Supreme Arbiter's betrayal. I'll have to ruminate on it for some time. But that aside, I forgive you, Virgil. You are spared.
Wise choice. You'll sleep better tonight, I swear. And every other, forevermore.
Would that I could forgive myself. I shall have to live with what I have done in the name of the Protectorate.
Virgil, you should take comfort in doing what was right. The Supreme Arbiter was a traitor. I believe her execution was just. And you should as well.
Just in the eyes of the Protectorate. But we've forever lost our mentor, our friend. And, I might add, if the Protectorate had its way, you or I would presently lie dead as well. How can I see the morality in a system that demands brothers, guardians, friends kill one another in its name?
Stop! This is already near too much to accept. I refuse to be browbeaten on top of everything else. Allow me to reach my own conclusions.
1,000 words of thanks for meeting me here, Tristan. I know not what the future holds for us, but for the time being I must make myself scarce. Though, before I go, a parting gift. May Tristan make use of it better than I.
Go with the Sovereign's blessing, brother. And be careful. If you survive today only to be brought low by an agent of the Consul at a later point, I shall be most annoyed. Commander, this has all been draining. I need time to process what we've learned today. What I've done. Later, I hope we might discuss it.
お前はどう思うって言葉、結構厳しい言葉で試されてる感があるから。移動できる。あれは俺が逃げてたから。
Commander, I've had some time to process what transpired with Virgil. Despite the manner of what Virgil has done, I cannot help but be glad I did not need to slay him. I can only hope he does not run afoul of further sentinels. I still have much doubt about my path, but I don't believe Protectorate law is as ironclad as I once thought. Having good intentions does not spare you. Doing what you think is right does not spare you. This cannot be justice. Yet what can I do? More than 100 years of Protectorate society cannot be changed by a lone body. Can it? But how? I see. I must follow my own path, my own sense of right and wrong. I can only hope it has been cultivated properly. I shall remain with the Protectorate, interpreting its laws through a moral instead of a punitive lens. Innocent until proven guilty is a novel concept, but it is worth a try. Words are not worth the air propelling them. Let me make good on them first. Then you may be impressed. When we began traveling together, I was not sure what to make of you. But your input throughout our time together has been invaluable. I deeply appreciate your hand in this investigation, Commander, and in entertaining my incertitude. Let us move forth to free Arcadia from injustice.
スマートショックか。 仲間による敵への攻撃は挑発から興奮に。そして敵はないです。敵することで。いいんじゃない。笑いでいいわ。きついな。水はきついな。どうだっけな。だっけな。
Looks like a Dawn camp is up ahead. We should be able to find one of our devices there. I've been so preoccupied with the impertinence of my slack-witted brethren, I've missed the answer right in front of me. Our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order. Not from him. He was different from most of these slack-jawed sprat bastards. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents before... Well, never mind that. Very well. Let's just say that he was forbidden to associate with me and leave it at that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. I should have been checking our comm devices, damn it. Well, I'll rectify that right now. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me at a place that should be safe. It's on Cloister.
クロイスターだからにはいないの。メンタルリフレッシュの取るか。
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peace at all times. The paradigm
Hostilities are afoot.
requires it. That's why...
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Set progress. Sustain the system.
Recommencing hostilities!
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influencers.
なんかバグってるだろ。
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
His gaze sees all. Just
Refreshment is so important.
Yeah.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate assigned work, report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's come right in, and be refreshed.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, starts agitatement, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Ghoul, and I guarantee when you exit our doors, you'll be a
Productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say,
goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
This is new. A mild euphoric. Light hallucinogenic properties. Not entirely unpleasant, but kid stuff.
Greetings, subject. Or should I say refreshed to be?
Individualism in all its many forms.
Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
And then our heads will be as empty as yours. I've seen this too many times. It's not as fun as it sounds.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment. Our facility's induction corridor is quite an experience, isn't it? A feast for the senses, second only to our Chief Edification and Remembrance Center, the Tomb of the Matriarch. Accompanying our head refresher's thought-lulling welcome is a musical score based off an inspirational composition partially hummed by the Sovereign himself, and a brief spritz of our very own repriorichin gas to boost attentiveness and provide the perfect touch of compliancy to commence your treatment here. Placid Waters Wellnetarium is the primary mental refreshment facility on Praetor. We are tasked with ensuring local subjects are serene, untroubled, and operating at peak efficacy.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system.
None authorized to you. Not until completion. Now there. No need to fear evaluation. It's just a few brief leading questions, all perfectly harmless, I assure you. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
Mentally, I confess, so refreshed.
Greeting, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
Remember, collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive
嘘を聞き通すか。 まあ、雑用係見せるか。
Incorrect. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually. Each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead.
1です。
Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief? Unacceptable. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you? Processing determination. An acceptable response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 150 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful Protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed 1 floor down, where you will be directed further. Our realignment with the paradigm begins now.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
You've gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
Subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing.
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Bettering position.
Proceeding to attack.
Flush them out! That covers
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Recharge for mayhem!
Let me just...
looking for cover!
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Weapons crime!
The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Either restore my life or avenge my death!
Part of your prescribed curative regime. Think only prescribed thoughts, and no bliss and plenty. Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Crater is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by the top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process. Refreshing than ever.
あ、お気に入りのケーキがあるっぽいな。主任お気に入りのケーキ。
Say, what's that sound? Why does the wall look so soft all of
Oh, do I detect a whiff of reprioritin gas? You know, I suddenly feel a mite more pliable somehow. Surely nothing to question. I thought no one was due for peak abradement for hours. I should have your chart. Wait. Wait. Ha! You're not a Protectorate subject at all. You have the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
And you, my friend, are mildly intoxicated and highly open to suggestion. In other words, vulnerable.
Well, this is normally where you'd say something. Oh, how outrageous. Suppose I should call the guards, but my... Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, I have intellect to spare. Don't believe me? I can prove it. Even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly, speak plainly. You know, I'm beginning to have an inkling about your purpose here, and whose employ you're under. A proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for. Yes, well, you'll see, even in a nominally reduced state, I am more than up to the task. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
考える自由を与えられて他人からはそれを奪っている。お前がそんなこと言うとはな。
My position is a burden, gladly taken to ease the suffering of our subjects. I think so they don't have to ensure the paradigm runs ably. Their order is chaos to us. Though your point, while gratingly expressed, is noted, albeit grudgingly. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists?
いつら技術才能、アイディアを対してでかい報酬を与えてるんだ。お前ならあそこで間違いなく成功するだ。
That actually sounds to have some slight merit when you put it that way. I mean, such a system would leave behind the general public, though. All our friends and neighbors. Your point is not completely without worth, I suppose. Only mostly. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. People are unproductively prone to unhappiness. We remove this self-sabotaging flaw so they can fully appreciate the ample bounty we provide, free of doubt and worry. No, I haven't. And that seems a rather facile argument to make about a society that utilizes automechs to handle daily chores and labor. A low-hanging fruit, as it were. Well, you've raised some interesting points, I suppose. Any other clever assertions you'd like to put forward before I fully evaluate your performance here? That was the final point you wanted to make? Rather a null effort, I'd say. I must say that was moderately stimulating. Passably interesting at a few points even. Almost intriguing. Now, what next? Oh dear, I don't understand how the machine works, only how to use it. The technical specifications for the Lathe of Particularity are in my office in the next room, hidden in a cache behind a frame on the wall. Pick up the cap to open it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have a schedule to maintain. So many minds to refresh, so little time. What an edifying confabulation.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive.
Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions.
Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer!
Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended.
Who are you speaking to?
Feel free to scavenge around. It's not as if anything you find here will be any use to your masters.
頑張ったな。
What an edifying confabulation.
科学シーンだったか。リフレッシュ主任を探さなきゃいけない。いや、こいつがリフレッシュ主任だと思うんだけど。
Combat probable.
Paradigm waste.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system.
Each a vital cog.
Others are not.
Each a vital cog.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Oh, a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now. Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again.
Cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
You must mean the Lathe of Particularity. One assumes you haven't had a session with Head Refresher Gould yet. You'll soon learn all about it firsthand.
Remember, collective
I see you found the lecture as edifying as all the others here. Good, good. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of the prescribed curative regimen. Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. As they say, to think together is to together thrive. You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments. You'll feel ever so much better once your phreноmetric peaks have been abraded.
Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of your prescribed curative regime. Think only prescribed thoughts.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how mentally refreshed are you feeling today? Noting dire self-diagnosis and ably displaying concern. My word. Inform the nearest refreshment facilitator without delay to book you a session in the Lathe of Particularity today. I am responsible for providing each subject with their recommended daily dosage of Reprioritrin. Medicament dispensement has concluded for the day. Response. Medicaments are stored in medicament storage, the office in which this unit presently operates. Yet, it is strictly off-limits to all non-refreshment facilitator personnel. Farewell statement. May refreshment soon render you free from doubt. A vital cog once more.
Mobilizing. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
All slightly
Can't be too far, I bet. Take them in.
Commander, throwing energy. Investigating hostile intentions.
Unfriendly company. They're fine. By Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Refreshment process increases tractability. Rifles undo entertainment. Silence untoward information.
Enemy spotted.
Never doubted. Their zeal never lacked.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now. You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities.
Facilities to be fed throughout Arcadia. Placid Waters Wellnitarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen.
Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today. We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself. Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into hysteric fits of paranoid ranting, absurd nonsense about how the Consul had betrayed him and seized power. For his own good, he had to be gently but firmly restrained. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since. I'm certain he'll be back to his old self in no time. Preposterous. The Consul and all the vigilant are above reproach. No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will. The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care, as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be. Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency.
やってるね。勧誘は失敗しちゃったな。
Feel free to scavenge around. It's not as if anything you find here will be any use to your masters.
Cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's
refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
こんなところか。
And how did you sleep? Decidedly horrible. If it was any colder, I'd be dead. No particular loudspeaker. Remind me of the pre-schism days. I've been hearing them in my dreams.
I don't know you, but you, I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it! Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do. Yes, there are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the exalted leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Asa.
Absolutely not. We don't need his help. We should just kill him and get on with the Sentinel killing. If we die, at least I'll be taking a great many of them with us.
別に助けを借りていけなくて、行くな指導者様に望む方がいい。
You make a compelling argument. No need to waste our time killing yet more faceless cogs in the Protectorate machine. As fun as that may be.
But you're basically just asking me whether I'd like to be killed by you or the Sentinels. Because when they figure it out, they'll execute me.
いや、そうはない。連中には俺がアザをつかない。秘密機。
That gin must have muddled my gray matter more than I thought. I'd have sworn there was no way out of this, but what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Thank you. And thank you, Asa. I thought I was dead.
What an idiot. I can't believe I thought of him as a friend. I can't believe she betrayed us. And the whole of the Dawn to save her own life. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system.
We don't need to worry about their systems. My parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
何こっち行くかなエンドポイント。
Hostilities are afoot.
Welcome, intrepid consumer, to Auntie's Choice territory. The wonders of winter's grasp lay ahead, though do stay on the road. The ice caves conceal all manner of dangers.
Hayes, can you hear me?
Hayes, your family is depending on you. You've got to shake off these vapors, man, and clear your head.
Sprattle brand frat, the only lard for your vat. Once you fry in our cold pressed sprat fat, you'll never even dream about going back.
He's not responding, and I'm out of ideas. Should we try slapping him? I've no fair ideas of how to proceed, White. Nothing we do seems to garner the... Yes? Can I... wait. Welcome, potential customer, to the majesty of Auntie's military might. Normally, I would be at your service, but I'm dealing with a situation here. It's really none of your...
Sarge, maybe they can help. The two of us are certainly out of options.
And who'll pay them for the assistance? You? Very well. The issue is our compatriot, Trooper Hayes. He seems to have some kind of break or shock to the head, and he's, well...
Same sucker, bad habit blocker. It tracks every movement like a hunting death stalker. Try a gross habit, it shocks and nadgy bits. This flogger's a stopper, you just can't brush off her.
He's that.
Ever since the attack last night, he's been unresponsive and communicating only in jingles. At first I thought it might be some manner of marketing ploy, but it seems permanent. The artillery bombardment was particularly heavy last night before the assault began, and the rounds shook the ground so badly that our lantern flew off its hook on the wall. Hayes put his hands over his ears, lay feet on the ground, and after the only thing that had come from his mouth were jingles. Old archaic jingles, ones I haven't heard in years. We must rouse him back to sanity. He's their sole earner, and should he be discharged, just the cost of his family's lodgings on the claim is more than enough to bankrupt them.
Crabble crabble fabrics are exalting. The chitin shimmers and it shines. Your clothes will be so pretty, it's worth smelling like sea brine. Calorie killer, my weight loss pillar. Micro critters in my stomach, destroying all my dinner. La 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 la. The fastest way to thin is letting no calories in. What did you say? Oh, well, that's great, but I'm actually offering them myself, and, what is... Was I trying to sell you something?
You don't remember? He's been wandering around singing nothing but jingles for almost 2 whole days.
Poppycock! I don't even know any jingles by heart.
Well, I'll be damned. I absolutely cannot believe that worked. Thank you for your help, stranger. His whole family would owe you a debt, if they had anything to pay it with. Thank you so much for your help, stranger. We didn't know what we would do if Hayes was forcibly discharged.
We gobble it down and get back to the action. Oh, howdy.
Has anyone seen Jack? He was patrolling the caves in Sector 13, but it doesn't seem he's made his return.
Nah, but I wouldn't worry. Jack may be a hullhead, but he's got enough sense to make it back before dark.
I hope you're right.
Totally isolated from reinforcements. The protector had assaulted so quickly, we couldn't even begin to respond.
50 Bits says that plan came from the archive itself.
Their field movement has been shockingly well coordinated since they locked us out of that damn machine.
Maybe a strategic plan would have been a better use for it than making more money. Maybe we won by now.
That's just crazy talk. You've been at your job.
Resorting to violence.
Hmm.なんかある。ダブルおるのか。
Proceeding to attack.
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Standing by for suicide. Medic, please.
Beckett was right. Solitude has been good for my studies. In just 93 days, I have made extraordinary progress deciphering the truths of our universe. For instance, there are none. None whatsoever. Objective reality is itself a concept invented by subjective observers eager to apply reason to chaos. In light of that view, better to assume we are all sleepwalkers, sharing the same dream of consciousness. We are the universe attempting to know itself. Life-affirming, in a way. And to think, I almost walked out into that blizzard last week.
Ah. Oh.
Capacitor out. Get him on its energized. Investigating hostile intentions. Before it discharges.
There is no cold that can... You... What? Yeah. Brummel balm. It's I'm well. Masterful even. Got me covered in with Brummel balm. There ain't no cold that can get no hold on me. It made me a little hot. So hot. I stripped down to get some air. No, I think it's doing... I'm warm as could be. Okay, if you think it's a good idea, but you ain't got no balm, so be careful in the cold.
賞金払わんのか。
What? Can't somebody loiter about a protocol without someone casting assuming glances their way? I know a presumptive look when I see it. You can't tie me to that. I'm just standing here. Wait. All right, I'll talk. 6 or 7 months ago, some Auntie's Choice clock puncher made a shipping error. Sent a few crates of failed grafting materials here to Cloister. You know that grafting program they used to have? Where they'd give some hapless hull head a big monster arm, torn off one of a bunch of different deadly creatures? These crates arrived full of rejected Crabble-Graft parts. Sat untouched for months till I found them. And I thought, little rebranding, the right angle? Bet I could sell these. I met this Protectorate officer. Smug as all get out, naive as the day is long. Said she had logistical supply concerns and needed means to feed the personnel guarding the archive. As the plan would have it, I told her I got a shipment of, imitation Crabble meat. You repackage and relabel it, it'll pass for Protectorate rations just fine. She agreed. Bought a few crates on the spot, promised to send word when she needed more. I just had to grind up everything first. Remove a few telltale chunks. I can't take full credit or blame. I simply misrepresented misallocated materials for profit. I am merely a humble opportunist. Here's an audio cartridge with all the details. Those troops hear what they've been eating? I don't know what'll happen, but they won't be happy about it. That's for sure. Don't mention it to anyone, especially not those damn snoops at Winter's Grasp.
眠くなってきた。
I'll handle this.
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
Torpificator is charged. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs. Ratcheting up my aggression. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it. Commander, throwing energy your way. Go for torpification. Reviving me is strategically optimal.
Thank you, dear. I'm alive. Who needs this? Hostilities are afoot.
Proceeding to attack.
Yeah. 一旦ここまでにする。